As summer fills up with vacations or family reunions, we wanted to talk about spending time with your aging loved ones. It's something we all experience, and it's good to be prepared for what could be difficult and touchy conversations. So I have an expert joining me now. Paul with Right at Home Twin Cities is here. I can't wait to get into this conversation because it's something a lot of us don't really have a playbook for. Right at Home, tell us what your organization is.
Sure. So what we do at Right at Home and have done for the last 25 years is we have caregivers, professional caregivers, who go into the homes of older adults and help them with things from as basic as companionship, socialization, safety supervision, light housekeeping tasks, meal preparation, running errands, taking them to appointments, and a little bit of help with basic personal care, help with showering, shampooing hair, getting dressed, those kinds of basic things.
So these are people who want to stay in their homes, and you're helping make that possible. We have a lot of tough conversations that come up about aging relatives. I can think of right off the bat, the keys, the car keys, the living situation. What are some common conversations that you coach people through?
Yeah, so all of those conversations, one of the things that we like to say is that we want to talk about living, right? We want to have these conversations that are about how do we want to live in our older years. And for most people, that is at home. Right? Home can be a house, it can be an apartment, it can be assisted living. Wherever home is, that's where we want to help people stay. And so what the mistake that families make is they wait until it's too late.
Yes.
They wait until the fall, the broken hip, the infection, all of those types of things that happen for folks. And then it's too late. Then we're making critical decisions in an emergency setting.
So how early should we start having these conversations?
We should be having these conversations when everybody's still healthy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's that the whole concept of let's talk about living. So what do you want life to look like, Mom? What do you want life to be like? Where do you want it to take place? And what are the things that we can do to make that happen?
And bringing that conversation up, though, is tricky. And this is Minnesota. A lot of people don't like to talk about their feelings and this kind of stuff. How would you initiate that conversation?
Yeah. So it has to come from a place of genuine care and concern, not fear. And so that idea that we want to have this conversation proactively so that you get to be part of it, right? So that mom and dad or mom or dad get to be part of that conversation and part of that decision-making process, because then you have buy-in.
See, that's so good, because I'm thinking the opposite of it when you wait till the hip or whatever. It's like, hey, Mom, I can't take care of you. I got little kids. You have to move here or whatever. So proactively having that. I love it. So Right at Home has lots of support for people. How can people get a hold of your services?
So reach out to us at our phone number, 952-854-6122. That number is also textable. Okay. Our website is rah-tc for twincities.net.
Okay, Right at Home. Thank you so much, Paul. Good advice there.